Oh, brr. Oh, hey everyone. It's Mr. Hafler here. Sorry there, I was just shivering a little bit. Have you felt how cold it's been recently? Well, I happen to know that in Sydney, Australia, it's warm now. And, come to think of it, it's also warm in Florida. But it's always warm there. So, why is it warm in Florida and Sydney, Australia, but it's so cold here in New Jersey now? Well, I'm going to save that answer for a little later. First, it's important to understand a couple of other details. That's the theme of our lesson today. It's Earth. Earth has 7 giant landmasses that are called continents. The 7 continents, in order from largest to smallest, are Asia, Africa, North America, which is where we live, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Surrounding those 7 continents are the 5 oceans of Earth. Those 5 oceans together cover over 70% of Earth's surface. Now, 70% is a huge number. It means that of every 10 people, that would count as 7 people. So instead of using people, though, we're using surface area of Earth. The oceans, in order from largest to smallest, are the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, and Arctic. Now, first we need to know that Earth is actually round. Think about a globe. A globe is a round model of the Earth. We're so used to looking at maps, which are flat recreations of globes. Globes can spin too. When you spin your globe, that's representative of the Earth spinning. The Earth spins as it moves through space. If you look at the globe, you can find lines going up and down and side to side. These are called lines of latitude and longitude. Those lines are drawn by humans, and they don't actually exist. They're not really there. If you were to walk through where one of those lines is, you would not see it because it's only present on maps and globes. The most important line of latitude is the equator. It's the line that cuts the Earth in half, creating what is called hemispheres. North of the equator is the northern hemisphere. South of the equator is the southern hemisphere. New Jersey is located in the northern hemisphere, just like the rest of the United States. Now, we live pretty far from the equator. Since we live far from the equator, we experience different seasons all throughout the year. But a place like Florida is very close to the equator. That's why their climate stays warm all year round. It's a little more tropical than New Jersey. Now, the most important line of longitude is the prime meridian. It's the line that cuts the Earth in half and creates the western and eastern hemispheres. We live in the western hemisphere. The equator and prime meridian meet just off the coast of the African continent in the Atlantic Ocean. Now again, let's remember, those lines aren't actually there, and if you were to travel to where those lines met, you would not see them. So, after listening to that, I have to ask, why is it warm in Sydney, Australia now while it's cold here in New Jersey? Well, that's because of the way the Earth is tilted. When it's winter in the northern hemisphere, like here in New Jersey, It's summer in the southern hemisphere. And when it's summer here, it's winter there. So while we have cold, snowy nights, the land down under is experiencing their warm summer weather. Have a great day, everyone.